Welcome in, everyone. Your Vegas Nation hosts here, Cassie Soto and Sam Gordon. Sam, the Raiders, of course, falling 44-27 to the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday night. And basically immediately following that loss, Sam, the Raiders let go of defensive coordinator Paul Guenther. Before we jump into that, let's go ahead and hear from head coach Jon Gruden, his thoughts on Paul Guenther.
It's a very tough decision we made. Paul is a great friend and a great coach, and he's given a great effort here for 2.5 years. And it was a very tough circumstance with the COVID, players coming and going, all the injuries. We need a new voice right now. I think it'll help Paul in the long run, probably getting away from me. But certainly he's a great coach. We thank him for everything that he has done. But we need a new voice right now. I think we need a new energy. And with 3 games left, we're going to let Rod Marinelli call the plays. He's experienced doing that. We have a good staff. We have a lot of young players. And we want to service those players the best way we can with a new voice, a new energy, and a guy that's had a lot of experience in some tough situations. And I'm really excited about our football team. It is a very difficult night because I love Paul, and I'm going to miss him. But we need a new voice right now, and Marinelli's going to give it to us.
Sam, I don't think anyone was really surprised by this move, maybe surprised that it did happen during the season with just a handful of games left. It was, we heard Jon Gruden say, a tough decision to make. These guys are friends, but at the end of the day, it's business, and the decision had to be made. Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, Cassie, I think, like you said, not too surprised. Maybe the timing, a little peculiar, but Jon Gruden felt like they needed to make a move. The playoff, they're not out of the playoff picture yet. And if you think that there's a change you can make that's going to better your chances of making the playoffs and winning these last 3 games, then that's what you got to do. And I feel like that's what this change was necessitated by. The Raiders don't believe they're out of the playoff race, and they're not. They're 7-6. They went out. They're gonna put themselves in position to have a chance. But that's what it's going to take. And Rod Marinelli's a veteran. He's been a head coach in this league. He's a veteran defensive coordinator. And Gruden, like he said in his interview today, wants a new voice, a new presence, new energy. And I'm skeptical if how much Rod Marinelli is going to change just with 3 games left to play. But it's pretty clear you can't play any worse than the Raiders did defensively against the Colts yesterday. You can't do much worse than that. So any positive, even if it's incremental, is good, and the Raiders will welcome that. So, again, unfortunate for Paul Guenther, but understandable why Jon Gruden made the move for sure.
Yeah, as you mentioned it, Rod Marinelli now taken over as interim defensive coordinator. And you said, Jon Gruden said he was a great teacher, a great mentor, and these guys are going to be able to learn a lot. But yeah, you're right. How much of a difference can he make? Jon Gruden really emphasized the words new voice. So when you have a new voice, a new leader, do you think something will change in such a short week too? They play on Thursday.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's just something as simple as finding a spark, you know what I mean? Like a new voice, just having a different person calling the shots. I don't expect a major change, but again, any type of improvement is improvement nonetheless. And having a veteran in there, maybe he's going to incorporate some different schemes. Maybe he's going to change the play calling a little bit, have a better rhythm for play calling, defensive play calling. I'm not exactly sure, but like you said, short week. Fortunately for the Raiders, they're at home again. They don't have to worry about traveling on a short week, and they do play the Chargers, an AFC West opponent that they're already familiar with, that they've already beaten earlier this season with, believe it or not, a defensive stand down there in the end zone. You could call it Paul Guenther's last stand, if you will. It was one of the last memorable moments for his defense this season. But short week, and we're going to see what Marinelli has right away. But one thing, Cassie, Gruden touched on as well, is the injuries, right? Like the defense is ravaged by injuries, with Jonathan Abram in the concussion protocol, Nicholas Moore on the concussion protocol, Damon Arnett, the rookie corner whom they drafted in the first round, has been banged up all year. So there's a number of factors that worked against Guenther, and that Rod Marinelli is going to have to battle as well. Health and attrition being one of them. We're in the middle of December. The season's almost over. A lot of wear and tear, and Marinelli's going to have to try and mitigate that as best as he can.
Yeah, a lot of wear and tear. These guys, they're trying to pump it out here, Sam, these last few games. We will see, of course, what happens the next 2 at home. I know there's not much of a home field advantage for this Raiders team, but we'll see, right, Sam?
Yeah, yes, we will. The Raiders have been a much better team away from Allegiant Stadium this year than they have been at Allegiant Stadium, and maybe they're just getting used to their new digs. It's going to take some time. we'll see what happens Thursday. Big opportunity though, right? They win. Some things work in their favor. Crucial game to Monday night tonight. Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens. Raider fans are going to want to root for the Browns because if Baltimore wins out, they're going to be in. So the Raiders need a little bit of help. They need Baltimore to go down tonight. I'm sure Raider fans have a rooting interest in the Cleveland Browns, whom they beat earlier this season. Browns 9-3, Ravens 7-5. Big AFC North showdown tonight on Monday Night Football.
That should definitely be an interesting one. Well, Sam, thank you so much. As always, appreciate you.
Thank you, Cassie. Appreciate it.
He is Sam Gordon. I'm Cassie Soto. For everything else you need to know about the Raiders and all the latest changes, head on over to vegasnation.com.